Hey everybody, this is Grace. It's right before noon on Sunday. And I've been thinking a lot about this lately about when I was a child. I was a child, young child, I believe. It was when it first started. I heard, fight your own battles, win your own war. Now, if you're in a developmental stage in youth, you hear something that sounds like a rule, you believe that's how it's supposed to be. Okay? And I'm sure at some other time in my life, especially in my teenage years, I thought about that. But it just sounded like that was right, at that time. I'm 53 now, and it's come up again. I'm sure it's come up before now. But now I think about it, and I think about how that is wrong, how wrong it is to teach, to tell that to a child, and not teach, how to fight your battles, how to win, how to, whenever you are right, and also teach that you're not alone in this, that you don't have to be alone. I'm not talking about, being a narcissistic type person that has what they call flying monkeys, the people who help them and everything, and they go and they do the battle for them, take up for them and all that kind of thing. But that's my dog, in case you're wondering about that noise. But when you are alone in something and you are right, and there's no mistake, you're right about it, and there's nobody there. You're not taught how to have other people with you when something is right or something needs to be. You might have needed a witness or something, but you're not. You're simply not taught how to fight your battles. And let me get my dog to stop doing that. Hold on. Okay, I only get little windows of opportunity to do a video, and one of my dogs, at least one of them, will be noisy. It never fails. He was chewing on a rawhide. He was sitting right next to the desk. I had got him to move from the other side because I almost tripped over him. He likes to sit there. Yeah. But anyway, back to battles, fighting your battles. And I've been on YouTube, not on this channel, but I've been on YouTube for over 2 years, doing videos, just over 2 years. It was 2 years, August 21st. And I had been watching, I don't know how long before that, but I have seen plenty of battles between people and communities, different types of communities, and I've seen them. And I've always seen one side will have a whole bunch of people taking up for them. Sometimes both sides have a bunch of people taking up for them. That's what they would call the flying monkeys. And there was always somebody. But when you really stop and think about it, what if one side is the bully, okay, and the bully has plenty of people taking up for them, and the other side is the one being bullied, and they have nobody, okay? Now, I don't remember where it was I heard, just yesterday, I think, or I don't know when it was, or maybe it was a dream. I think it could have been a dream, about how you need to learn to develop that you need people too. And that goes along with this thought I've been having about community is and isolation, is how somebody can bully you by basically isolating you. Okay, well, I mean, we all kind of know that, and they can bully you and they can take advantage of you and whatever. So those thoughts are going together. Okay, now go back to this about fight your own battles and win your own wars. You're taught, I was taught as a child. That seems to me too much like neglect. It is neglect. It's because it didn't involve them, doesn't matter. And I've been thinking so much about how when it doesn't involve them, it doesn't matter. Whomever. And how wrong that is. Because when you're a child, you need to know, that how to take care of yourself. And I'm not sure why, but my camera seems to be messing up. But anyway, it seemed like neglect because a person should be taught things as a child. What is a battle? When you're a child, do you even know what a battle is? And how do you do it? What is a bully? I was not taught what was a bully. I didn't hear the word, I don't know, until how old I was. I was not a child anymore, I believe. I might have seen it on TV or something. I don't know. Okay, this one looks more normal and doesn't have part of the door on the other side. For some reason, I don't know why I did that. But anyway, the fighting the battles and winning your own wars kind of thing, it was, something I really have thought about. And I have thought a lot about how in my whole environment growing up, That was a lot of years ago. It just doesn't end there. But I was not taught some of the basic things. And I've thought about this so many years of my life. I was a career student trying to learn things. You're part of the reason. But that in itself, when you're not taught, you're simply neglected. You're not taught these simple little things. And I had been thinking lately about how maybe I was spoiled because I could do whatever I wanted to do. But it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. What it was instead was being neglected because they didn't care. It didn't matter to them what I did. So it didn't matter at all. And eventually I realized I had developed that it really didn't matter to me either because it didn't matter to anybody else. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, these things actually matter. They should have mattered to me what I did when I was a teenager and all that, before and since then. I mean, I'm not an awful person or anything like that, but I've started to realize that when it didn't matter to somebody else, it didn't matter at all. That was not good when I finally realized that. So some of the things I've been thinking a lot about, things that you need to teach children. You really need to teach them when they're young. Not just a little saying, a little expression, and they should live their life by that. They should figure it all out themselves. No, and not ever. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.